Hello, I'm Dr. Linnea Mortis, the Director of the Center for Excellence in Teaching and Learning. It is always easy to schedule a consultation with me. Here is the QR code to the left, or you can email me at CETL@lincoln.edu. Some of the services we offer include Canvas LMS support, hands-on training for Canvas, and using your textbook resources in your Canvas to make things simpler and easier for student navigation. We also offer support for your pedagogy, how to talk about your pedagogy for faculty tenure and promotion. And if you're interested in writing and publishing your pedagogy, are there any kinds of educational technologies that you would like to use in your courses? Today, we are going to be looking at how to bring a quiz bank into your Canvas course. I'm going to be looking at the Norton textbook. I don't have an account with this textbook provider, but if I did, then I would have access to a test bank that I can download here. I am going to use the file that was given to me from this test bank. So we are going to add this test bank to our Canvas, and from our Canvas create a quiz and then a quiz bank. The first thing that we're going to do is go to our course. I'm going to go to the settings. From the settings, I am going to go to the right side and import course content. Under the import content type, I am going to pick QTI zip file. It's important that it's this one. I'm going to choose file, and I have downloaded zip file that the textbook gave me. Instead of opening the file, I'm going to use the zip file itself. And I'm going to go to open. Here, I can create a new question bank. As you see, I've already done this a couple of times, but I'm going to create a new bank. It does not work when you try to import directly into new quizzes. So we're going to import it into classic quizzes and then migrate the quiz. You can call this whatever you want. And I'm going to go to import, and it's going to queue here. So this is going to be completed now. I can now go to my quizzes. Now you can see that I have imported the quiz, and the quiz will be a regular classic quiz. The new quizzes have a black rocket ship, and the classic quizzes have an outline of a rocket ship. So what I can do is, if I want to look at this quiz to see what it looks like it's only multiple choice questions. It looks okay. So what I'm going to do is go back to my quizzes. And now I'm going to hit these 3 dots on the right side, and I'm going to migrate it to a new quiz. It takes a second. If you want, you can do something else while it's migrating. Now you can see that this old quiz is like this, and the new quiz is like this. I can check this quiz before I delete it. Maybe I want to delete it so I don't get confused about the same names, or I can call it classic quiz or something like that. Then I can click on this quiz and change the point value. I can do those things. The deadline, I'm going to go to build, and I'm just going to look at it from there. Here's my quiz. It has everything I want there. It has the 18 questions. Now, what if I want to include these into a bank? When I look at this quiz, it does not have a quiz bank yet. I would go to the edit button for each of the questions. I would go to item banking and add to bank. If you have an existing bank, it'll allow you to search for that bank. If you don't already have a bank where you're keeping quiz items, then you can create a new bank. Testing this bank. I'm just going to put the date because I need to delete this later. So add and now added this to the bank. If I wanted to edit it in the bank, I could edit. So this updates this bank question, and I can even name my question here. So I know that it's a multiple choice. Right now it's just 54034. What I would do is copy and paste the question of this multiple choice item in the name, in the title, so that it's easier for me to find later, because I'm not going to remember what 54034 means. If I want to change the point value, if I wanted to align this with an outcome, then I could do that there. And I'm going to hit done. And now that adds it to this bank. I can do that for the next questions too. For this question, I can add to bank, and then I know that I now have the name of that bank. I called it testing the bank October 22nd, and then I can add it to that bank. So I would do that to every question. And then I could also add the question to here so that I could easily find that later. You don't have to do this, but it may be something that will help you in the future. Alrighty, so there are my 2 questions in that bank. And then next, if I have my banks, then when I create a bigger test, say I take a test that includes multiple chapters, I can just add in questions from those banks. So that is it for bringing in a quiz from a test bank file into your Canvas to create a Canvas quiz. If your textbook provides test banks and there's a zip file, chances are that it is a file that can be integrated directly into Canvas. You should not have to manually type up all of your Canvas quizzes questions. If you need help with that, please reach out to CETL. You can email me at cetl@lincoln.edu or schedule a consultation directly.